Mobility does not increase sprint speed. This is a guide on speedrunning movement in Destiny 2. If you want the most basic guide possible without any explanation of why to use what, then equip any lightweight weapon, use these jumps with these exotics, and go watch my other guides linked in the description for more movement techniques. Otherwise, go to these timestamps for specifics, or watch the whole thing through. Enjoy! Warlocks have access to two different types of jump, the 3 glides and blink. The fastest ones, and therefore the most useful to speedrunning, are burst glide and blink. The reason to use burst glide is that it gives you a boost of forward momentum, which then quickly fades into a regular glide. How you want to use this glide is to quickly tap it when on the downwards part of your regular jump. The reason to use blink is because it is the fastest jump when comparing all classes, and allows for a lot of distance and speed gained very quickly when used correctly. It is also helpful in situations where you are holding something like the orb and gauntlet. You cannot use things like swords that would boost movement speed on burst glide. How you want to use blink is to wait until your character is right at the apex of their jump and is about to start falling, then blink. This allows your blink to go straight forward instead of up or down at an angle, gaining some speed. The advanced techniques of warlock jump, sword skating, and worldline skating I have covered in separate videos on my channel. They are also linked in the description. The exotics you want to use on a warlock are transversive steps for movement speed. Other exotics do come into play, but the only one for straight movement speed is the transversive steps. Titans only have one basic movement ability, the lift. The fastest ones, and therefore the most useful to speedrunning, are Strafe and Catapult lift. I will not be talking about Titan skating in this video. I will be making a separate video, however, about Titan skating after the patch in March, which is said to be changing the way Titan skating, and perhaps Titan lift in general, works. The reason to use Strafe lift, especially with the exotic combo of Lion Rampants, is because it allows you to move the fastest in a straight line out of all of the lifts. It also allows for great side-to-side control. It also lasts up to 6 seconds with Lion Rampants equipped, allowing you to cross a lot of large gaps and jump over enemies. How you want to use Strafe lift is like blink, waiting until your character is just after the apex of their jump, then activating Strafe, allowing you to move quickly forwards as opposed to using some momentum to go upwards if you activate it too fast. The reason to use Catapult lift mainly links to its ability to be used in combination with any sword to allow you to fly great distances without touching the ground. A video on this is also linked in the description. The exotics you want to use on Titan are Lion Rampants, as mentioned earlier, and the Dune Marches. Dune Marches work the same way as transversive steps, boosting mobility and movement speed when on the ground. Lion Rampants will always be preferred unless your lift is unavailable, in which case use Dune Marches. Hunters are not in a very good spot when it comes to Destiny 2 speedrunning, as they have by far the slowest jumps and abilities in the game. It's for this reason that you'll most likely not see Hunters in any speedrun, apart from for the Celestial Nighthawk Golden Gun ability. For movement on Hunters, using Strafe or Triple Jump is a must. The reason to use Strafe Jump is the same reason as to use Burst Glide. It gives you a strong boost of speed at the initial double jump. Also note that if you hold down the jump button, your jump will last longer and go further, therefore it may net you more speed. How you want to use Strafe Jump is tap jump, then tap and hold again to gain the maximum distance and speed out of the jump. The reason to use Triple Jump is because of maneuverability and ease of use. While Strafe Jump may be the fastest jump, the most used will always be Triple because of its versatility to be used in almost any situation. How you want to use Triple Jump is the same as Strafe, just with an additional jump. Tap jump, tap and hold, tap and hold. The movement exotic you want to use for Hunter are the Stompies. They allow you to move faster while sprinting and also make your jumps go higher. Another thing to note is that the bottom tree Arc Strider with the perk Focused Breathing and top tree Night Stalker with the perk Keen Scout also allow you to sprint faster. Mobility does not increase sprint speed. Lightweight weapons do increase sprint speed, although you can only have 2 movement speed buffs stack at the same time. For example, you can only have a lightweight weapon with Stompies stack. Even if you had Keen Scout active, it would still not increase your movement speed. So you already have the maximum amount of speed buffs of 2, with the lightweight weapon being 1 and the Stompies being the other. Mobility does not increase sprint speed.